Imagine a man who steps into chaos and bends it to his will without breaking a sweat. He's not shouting from the rooftops or flexing for the crowd, yet every eye tracks him, every nerve tenses in his wake. He's a force that defies explanation, a riddle wrapped in silence, radiating power no one can pin down. This is the Sigma male, and he's the shadow that haunts every man too afraid to face his own reflection. Welcome to Sigma Male Community, where we strip away the noise and uncover the raw, unfiltered truth of what it means to live with strength, independence, and unbreakable resolve. You're here because you either walk this path or hunger to understand it. Today we're diving into 11 reasons why other men fear Sigma males but choke on the words to admit it. This isn't about tearing others down, it's about exposing the quiet dominance that sets you apart. Let's dive in. 1. The silent gravitational pull, subtle aggression. Picture a chess grandmaster moving pieces no one else sees, his opponent unraveling in silent panic. The Sigma male doesn't roar or posture. He shifts the ground beneath your feet with a glance, a word, a pause that cuts deeper than any shout. His aggression isn't a wildfire, it's the slow, relentless creep of a tectonic plate, reshaping reality before you even clock the tremor. While alphas strut and clamor for the spotlight, the Sigma wields psychological precision, striking leverage points others don't even know exist. It's control without fanfare, a dominance that hums beneath the surface. Men feel it in their bones, a gnawing unease that he's already won the game they didn't know they were playing. His power lies in its subtlety, a silent force that bends wills without breaking them, leaving others scrambling to catch up to a move they never saw coming. This is the mastery of self, honed to a razor's edge, and it terrifies them because it's invisible until it's too late. Their fear deepens because they can't combat what they can't define. The Sigma doesn't announce his strength, it seeps into the room like smoke, curling around every weakness, every insecurity. Where others rely on noise to assert themselves, he thrives in silence, letting their own doubts do the heavy lifting. It's the kind of influence that turns bravado into a punchline without him lifting a finger. This unnerves men who need visible battles to feel secure, because against the Sigma, there's no battlefield to charge, no enemy to swing at. He's already shifted the tide while they're still drawing their swords. Rooted in rational calm, he sees through the chaos they cling to, and that clarity, unspoken, unshakable, makes them tremble. They fear him because he's a storm they can't outrun, one that brews in stillness. 2. The Obsolescence Immunity. Most men grip their trophies like lifelines, dreading the moment time strips them bare. The Sigma male laughs at that fear. He doesn't just survive change, he feeds on it. Obsolescence isn't a ghost haunting his steps, it's the dead weight he casts off to rise sharper, stronger, anew. While others fossilize in their prime, he's a blacksmith at his own forge, hammering out fresh purpose with every shift in the wind. His core isn't tied to fleeting victories or fading applause, it's an unyielding flame fueled by adaptation. This is resilience carved from reason, a refusal to let the world dictate his worth. Men watch him evolve where they stagnate and it chills them to the marrow. He's proof that relevance isn't bestowed, it's claimed over and over by those bold enough to let go. That relentless reinvention is a blade to their comfort. They see him thrive through upheaval, new skills, new paths, new strength, while they clutch at yesterday's glory like a sinking raft. The Sigma's immunity to irrelevance isn't luck. It's a choice to face the unknown and bend it to his will. Where they panic at shifting tides, he sails them with a steady hand, unshaken by the storms that capsize weaker men. This exposes their fragility, their refusal to grow is a chain they forge themselves. His life whispers a brutal truth. Stagnation is a slow death they've accepted, while he dances with the chaos they flee. They fear him because he embodies the freedom they've surrendered, a mirror to their self-inflicted decline. His evolution is a quiet roar they can't silence. 3. Detachment, the ultimate power play. Don't mistake his solitude for weakness. The Sigma male wields detachment like a blade, cutting through society's tangled web of need. He doesn't grovel for approval or trade his soul for status. He stands apart, whole in his own skin. Yet this isn't isolation, it's liberation. His bonds aren't shackles born of desperation. They're steel forged by choice, deep and real because they demand nothing. He engages the world on his terms, free from the puppet strings others dance beneath. This is emotional control at its peak. A man who masters his desires, not the other way around. Men tethered to validation see this and falter. His independence is a crown they can't wear, a power they can't touch. That self-sufficiency stings because it lays their dependencies bare. They hustle for scraps of praise, bartering their worth in a marketplace of egos, while the Sigma stands unshaken, needing no one's nod. His detachment isn't cold, it's a fire that burns away the frivolous, leaving only what matters. Where they bend to fit the mold, he breaks it, crafting a life unburdened by their rules. This terrifies them. He thrives without the game they've spent lifetimes playing. It's a silent lesson in strength. True power doesn't beg, it commands from within. They fear him because he reveals their chains, forged from a need he'll never know. His freedom is their unraveling. For the ideology void. The world screams with dogma, red pill, alpha scripts, rigid maps to manhood. The Sigma male strides past this clamor, unclaimed by any banner. He doesn't swallow pre-chewed truths, he carves his own, guided by a compass of instinct and cold, clear reason. This isn't defiance for show, it's the raw certainty of a man who knows power flows from within, not from borrowed creeds. While others clutch their ideologies like lifeboats, he sails uncharted waters, charting a course no one else dares. This is self-mastery in its purest form. Unshackled by the noise, rooted in a truth he alone defines. Men watch and their foundations quake. He's a sovereign without a flag, and that sovereignty unnerves them. Their fear stems from the void he leaves behind. They lean on tribes and rules to prop up their identities, while the Sigma stands tall without crutches. His success, untethered, unscripted, proves their frameworks are optional, not sacred. Where they parrot manifestos to feel strong, he builds strength in silence, exposing their reliance as a hollow shell. This forces a brutal reckoning. What if their gospel is just noise? The Sigma's life is a quiet rebellion, a testament to a man who needs no master. They fear him because he shatters their illusions, leaving them clutching at a safety he never sought. His independence is their crisis. 5. The comfort in the unknown. Most men armor themselves with certainty, brittle as glass, terrified of shadows beyond their grasp. The Sigma male strides into that darkness, unafraid, at home in the fog. He doesn't claw for validation through being right. He seeks the deeper currents, the truths that lurk in ambiguity. This isn't reckless, it's rational courage, a mind that thrives where answers blur. While others shout to drown out doubt, he listens, unpicking life's knots with steady hands. This ease with the unknown is a strength they can't mimic, a calm that turns chaos into clay. Men tethered to shallow truths see this and shudder. He's a riddle they can't solve, and that unraveling keeps them up at night. Their terror blooms from what his comfort reveals. They cling to black and white answers like lifelines, while the Sigma dances in the gray, unshaken by its weight. His willingness to wrestle with uncertainty, without losing his footing, exposes their fear of the same. Where they demand clarity to feel secure, he finds power in the haze, proving their rigidity is a cage. This is a quiet gut punch. Their need to be right is a crutch, not a crown. The Sigma's peace in the storm forces them to face their own trembling hands. They fear him because he masters what they flee, a vast, uncharted freedom they're too scared to claim. 6. The unreadable script, human nature decoder. People wear masks, smiles, boasts, curated lies, but the Sigma male sees the trembling soul beneath. It's not a parlor trick, it's a primal gift, an instinct that cuts through the charade like a blade through silk. He clocks the hidden fears, the fragile egos, the agendas draped in bravado, all without a word. He doesn't need to call it out, his gaze alone strips them naked. This isn't judgment, it's understanding, sharp and unsparing. Men build walls of persona to shield their flaws, but the Sigma walks through them like smoke. They feel his quiet knowing and it chills them to the core. He's a mirror they can't shatter, reflecting truths they bury deep. That exposure is why they fear him. Their carefully spun facades, crafted to charm, to dominate, to survive, crumble under his stare. He doesn't confront, he perceives, and that's worse. Where they hustle to control the narrative, he reads the subtext they can't hide. This is mastery over the human game, a rational lens that sees past the noise to the raw, messy core. They can't outmaneuver a man who knows their moves before they do. The Sigma's insight turns their armor to ash, leaving them defenseless against a truth they can't dodge. His silence is their reckoning and they dread its weight. 7. The validation black hole. Society chants, seek love, crave applause, chase the nod. The Sigma male stands outside that echo chamber, his worth a fortress no crowd can storm. He doesn't beg for approval, his strength burns from a fire within, untouchable by their cheers or jeers. This isn't arrogance, it's a deep, unshakable self-reliance, a man who validates himself and lets the world spin on. While others scramble for likes and claps, he walks away whole without their noise. This is emotional sovereignty, power that needs no echo. Men addicted to external praise see this and freeze. He's a void they can't fill, a strength they can't borrow. Their fear festers in that silence. They've spent lifetimes bartering for acceptance, measuring their value in others' eyes, while the Sigma thrives in the absence of it all. His life asks a question they dread. What if their chase is meaningless? Where they see validation as oxygen, he proves it's a chain, a weakness masquerading as need. This cuts deep, exposing their hunger as a flaw he's transcended. The Sigma's quiet confidence is a slap to their fragile game, a reminder that true power doesn't grovel. They fear him because he reveals their addiction, and its hollow core haunts them. 8. The self-immolating phoenix, internal revolution. Stagnation is a slow rot most men accept, monuments to old winds gathering dust. The Sigma male rejects that grave. He's a phoenix, torching his past selves not out of shame, but hunger for what's next. Every day he refines, reshapes, rises sharper from the ashes of who he was. This isn't aimless change, it's a relentless quest for growth, driven by a mind that won't settle. While others cling to ruts like safety nets, he leaps into the fire, trusting the burn to forge something stronger. This is resilience with teeth, a man who masters himself by breaking himself. Men watch and their comfort curdles into dread. That endless evolution is a threat they can't ignore. They see him shed skins, habits, beliefs, limits, while they huddle in yesterday's shadow, too scared to move. The Sigma's revolution isn't loud, it's a quiet, brutal necessity, a mirror to their inertia. Where they fear the unknown, he courts it, proving growth demands sacrifice they won't pay. This stings, their ease is a trap, their stability a lie. His life is a challenge, stagnate and die or burn and rise. They fear him because he's the future they've dodged, a relentless force that leaves their stillness in the dust. 9. The Hierarchy Vanisher. The masculine world is a ladder. Alphas claw up, betas scramble below, every man ranked and filed. The Sigma male doesn't climb, he walks away. Hierarchies mean nothing to him. His power isn't a rung or a title, it's a flame no system can contain. He doesn't fight for dominance because he doesn't need their game to win. This is independence carved in stone, a man who defines himself beyond their pecking order. While others bleed for status, he shrugs it off, untouchable, unstoppable. Men locked in the climb see this and falter. He's a ghost in their machine, a threat to their whole damn script. That rejection shakes their world to its roots. They've built lives on this ladder, every step a badge, every fall a wound, yet the Sigma thrives outside it, proving it's all smoke. His success without their rules turns their gospel to dust. Where they jockey for position, he stands apart, exposing their struggle as a choice, not a law. This is rational defiance, a mind that sees through the illusion and walks free. They can't pin him, can't rank him, and that void terrifies them. The Sigma's life whispers, "Your hierarchy is a cage I never needed." They fear him because he breaks their reality without even trying. 10. The outsider who radiates wholeness. Society brands the lone man broken, lonely, lost, half alive. The Sigma male turns that lie to ash. His solitude isn't exile, it's a kingdom where he reigns supreme. He doesn't need the crowd's buzz to feel whole. His peace, his power, glow from a core no one can touch. While others chase connection to plug their holes, he's a fortress, complete in his own silence. This isn't retreat, it's strength, a self-sufficiency that hums with quiet thunder. Men who lean on noise see this and tremble. He's a wholeness they can't grasp, a light that blinds their shadows. Their fear is born of that contrast. They hustle for belonging, for voices to drown their doubts, while the Sigma sits calm in the quiet they dread. His contentment isn't borrowed, it's built, brick by brick, from within. Where they see solitude as a void, he makes it a throne, proving fulfillment doesn't need a chorus. This cuts them raw, their dependence is a flaw he's shed. The Sigma's life is a dare. Face yourself and find enough. They fear him because he masters what they run from, a stillness that echoes louder than their clamor. 11. The Clockmaker. Society ticks like a tyrant's clock. Marry here, peak there, fade on cue. The Sigma male smashes that machine. His time bends to his will, not their script. He crafts success when and how he damn well pleases. Milestones? Arbitrary. Deadlines? Irrelevant. He moves with a rhythm all his own, unbound by their frantic pace. This is reason over panic. A man who knows life's not a sprint to their finish line. While others race the buzzer, he builds his empire step by deliberate step. Men chained to the timeline see this and sweat. He's a free man in their prison, and that freedom stings. Their dread grows from what he exposes. They sprint through hoops, FOMO gnawing, clocks ticking, while the Sigma strolls past, unhurried, untamed. His life proves their rush is a myth, their schedule a shackle they chose. Where they bow to time, he commands it, crafting a legacy that defies their calendar. This is a quiet rebellion, a mind that sees through the hustle and claims its own beat. They fear him because he reveals their race as a lie, a trap he sidestepped with ease. The Sigma owns his hours while they're slaves to theirs. The fear other men hide isn't hatred, it's all gone sour. The Sigma male doesn't just live. He reflects their buried truths back at them. Every unshaken step, every unbroken chain a testament to what they could have been. He's the quiet storm that rattles their cages, the mirror that cracks their masks. His power, his freedom, his refusal to bend force them to face the gaps they've ignored, the strength they've let slip. This is Sigma male community, your forge for sharpening that edge, your map to claiming that life. Look at yourself. What's the Sigma in you ready to unleash? Hit that like button if this struck a chord, drop a comment with your thoughts. Let's build this fire together. Share this with a man who needs to wake up, and if you're subscribed, turn on notifications. Don't miss a single spark. We're not here to preach, we're here to ignite. Step up, reflect, and rise, because the Sigma path waits for no one.